Let's do the intro. Oh, that's a great intro. Hey, everybody, and welcome to, I guess, are we going to call this the Suge podcast? That sounds risque.
Until we get something better.
Yeah, Suge podcast, where we're going to discuss anime and then maybe like a tiny bit of gaming.
And just other shit in general.
Yeah, and then just random shit we find interesting. I'm one of your hosts, Desert Punk or Chet. We probably call each other by our real names, not our like channel and gaming names.
Our full names, including middle.
Yeah.
We also need to say our social security and where we live too.
Yeah, exactly. And our mother's maiden name.
Yeah. We hold nothing on this podcast.
Sexual orientation.
Mm-hmm.
You already know
my cube. My sexual orientation is cube.
All right. So who wants to go next?
I guess. You want to go, Isaac, or me?
You go.
Okay. Well, I am known by many names. I haven't decided on an official handle yet. Red Lightning, Ultimate Nope, Lion, Ryan. So yeah, call me Ryan. Or the fabulous Mr. Christmas. That works too.
I'm all confused now. I am known by Isaac. My handle, Flamekeeper, if I remember correctly.
Oh man, that's been so long since you've been called Flamekeeper.
Yeah, man.
Play Yu-Gi-Oh?
We can talk about that back when we get started.
Okay. So today's podcast, we're just gonna kind of like introduce anyone listening to like how we got started in anime and like I guess gaming in general, like kind of both, because they kind of came like almost hand in hand for me. And then like small things we got like into like card games and crap like that, and how basically like this like nerd culture we're in, it became our lives.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go first. It was a dark, stormy night, and
and then the Fire Nation attacked.
Yes. No. No. It actually was night though, and I was, God, I don't know how old I was. I was quite young. I turned on my TV in my bedroom, and I thought, this is before I knew what Adult Swim was. I thought it was going to be Cartoon Network, and Yu Yu Hakusho was on Adult Swim.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was
Yu Yu Hakusho your first?
It was my first. My first was
Yu Yu Hakusho.
And then I didn't understand what it was or like at all enjoyed it because I was like half asleep. And then probably 2 years later, I was at my babysitter's with one of my other friends, and we watched Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon.
Like episodes of the show or like one of the movies?
I think it was on Toonami when it was during the day. I don't remember. Maybe it was longer than 2 years, but it was in there. That's how I really kind of got started in anime. Like Pokemon actually wasn't my first anime I enjoyed.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I got a little bit older that I actually like found Pokemon and really enjoyed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Yu Yu Hakusho was your first.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is different from what I thought. Like just everybody around our age just started with Pokemon.
Oh, really? Not me.
Oh, wow. Well, I assume too much then.
I mean, then what'd you start with, Ryan?
The most I can remember is just with Pokemon, just getting like an episode at like watching like in one of those like rating a VHS of like I can't remember what it was called, like a Hollywood video or something. I can't remember, but it was like just watch the episode and I was like, I like this. I want more of this. And I found out, oh shit, there's a game for this. I want to play it. I exactly thought that as a child. I was swearing as a child, and I said, "Oh shit, Mom, I want to play these Pokemans."
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
sort of.
Pokemon, like when it first came on air, were you alive? Or no?
Wait, was I alive? Were you about to
say? No, what time did it come on? Like, was it at 12 a.m. or?
I said I rented a VHS, didn't I?
Oh, so you
He
went
just
to
wasn't listening.
Blockbuster or Hollywood Video and
I think it was called Movies, like with a cow icon on it. I think.
Cool.
oh my man, those places are so sad.
Oh,
Do they still exist to be sad?
there is one in.
There's still one in our hometown. That's just
yeah,
sad as hell.
There's one. There's
Man.
one.
Oh, those ones are troopers. Good on
Wow.
them.
Oh yeah. Well, so what'd you expand to?
Well, just Pokemon just really made me like just branch out, and then I just saw like other stuff that was on the same time when Pokemon was on TV. Other like usually butchered 4Kids anime at the time. The occasional like Dragon Ball movie, like back when it was the original dub, like the over 9,000 RAR dub,
Oh, gotcha.
the Canadian dub. I think it was. I think Oceans was Canadian.
Okay.
Oh god, I remember watching like the original Tree of Might, and like it was uncut, so you actually got to see like Child Gohan's dingus in it.
Wait, on Adult Swim?
No. Again, VHS.
Oh
Very
man.
good
Okay.
VHS.
I think all three of us started differently.
I can't remember. No, I think I remember like even staying up to like, cause like I didn't originally have Cartoon Network at my mom's like place, so the only time I'd ever get to watch it was at my dad's. And so like the only time I would ever see like Dragon Ball and stuff was like I would actually ask my dad to let me stay up to midnight to watch it, because that was like the only time it was on at the time. It was like midnights on Saturdays. And then like, but then the boom happened when like Toonami started, and just like there was anime like all the time every week, and it just like all that stuff that just happened. Then just went from there. Like the Uncut Yu Yu Hakusho started, the Gundams.
Yeah, all hail Toonami Lord.
Yep. Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah, all three of us started differently. I would say I probably maybe got exposed to anime way before you guys, like age-wise, but it was all I watched. I never watched anything else because technically everything in Taiwan was anime.
Yeah,
literally, real life was anime in Taiwan.
Yes,
God. I feel bad. Like as an Asian, I don't remember what's the blue dude with the bell. Doraemon. Yeah, I think
they had Doraemon there.
because of that, there was a show about like a girl and her family. It's very typical, like slice of life.
Okay, there's many things that could be, but if it's really popular, was it Chibi Moroku-chan? Because that's like the popular one about a girl in her family.
Okay.
What I know, that's like run for like decades.
Possibly, yeah. If it's like really simply drawn, it's probably that one.
Yeah, it's probably Chibi Moroku-chan.
But what really got me started, I mean, obviously, it's different for you guys because we started on my end. We started with anime.
Yeah, you were more exposed to it.
Then I was exposed to Cartoon Network, which had all the English
the dubs
cartoons. So I went back and forth between the two. I didn't really know the difference.
Well, one's in English, one's in Japanese. There's your difference.
Yeah, I just thought everything was the same.
They all came from the same studio.
Honestly, my favorite one was like Popeye the Sailor Man and stuff like that.
Popeye the Sailor Man's the best anime, even better than Cory in the House.
Yeah. And then I think 3rd grade or 4th grade, we really got into Digimon because all the 7-Elevens started selling the little Digivices, and everyone like put them together and had little sword fights with their weebies. But yeah, that was fun. So my first like real love was Digimon, and yeah, I sucked at it.
Didn't love you back.
It didn't love me back.
No.
That was actually the first like anime I owned. I remember I was sick, and my mom bought me a VHS of like the first 4 episodes of Digimon.
I had that VHS too.
And then,
that was like Yeah, I was like stupid as a kid when I saw those like VHSs the same for Power Rangers. I thought like that one VHS held the whole series on it is like being massively disappointed when it only had 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like my camera's not working or anything, but like I now have like this giant massing of anime sitting behind me. Of like,
Just imagine it there, all the classics, everyone's favorites.
yeah, I mean, I have gone out and tried to buy some of the harder to find animes.
Dang.
Hell, I just bought Gundam Wing, all of it. So,
Jeez.
and the
Crazy.
movie.
This is all DVD, right?
Yeah, no, all VHS. I'm going old school.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
There's like 100 episodes, no, 60 some episodes.
God, I wonder how many years it has been since I watched a VHS.
A couple months. I watched some Disney movies like a month ago.
Yeah,
You're crazy,
yeah.
man.
The time we had that Disney marathon was probably the only time I remember we last watched.
You guys
VHS.
had a Disney marathon? Come on, man.
Yeah, you
This
just
was like
weren't
2
here. You
years
could have
ago.
done it with us.
It was like
What
2
did
years
you guys
ago.
watch? What did you guys watch?
Almost all of the like animated Disney movies.
I think the only ones the ones I specifically did not want to watch were Lion King or The
Fantasia
Fox and the Hound.
and Fantasia.
Wow, then you guys probably watch like 12 different movies.
Tried
something
like
like that.
20 some different movies.
Yeah, you could have finished like 2 anime series by then.
We did just
No,
after it.
sometimes you need a break from anime, man.
Oh.
We were hanging out once a week, and we hung out like from Jesus, Ryan. What time would it be? Like almost 4 o'clock till like the next day.
Yeah,
We'd finish like an anime series in like 2 weeks.
yeah.
if not longer.
And yet we've been stuck on the second half of season 2 of My Hero for like 3 weeks.
Well, our schedules now are like different
Yeah.
for work.
I know.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna have to go to work later today too.
So do I. Around 1.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not. It's normally not supposed to be that way because of the whatever for me.
Same. Actually, I'm writing my resignation letter after I get off with you guys.
Oh, nice.
Don't tell anyone.
It's gonna go viral.
Yeah, people on the internet are gonna find out where it is and be like, "Yeah, expose this."
Yeah, like, oh man, there's a job open now. I got to apply.
Okay.
Oh yeah, please apply. But anyway,
all right. So like, I'm trying to think of like the first time I hung out with Isaac and the first time I hung out with Ryan. Like, Ryan, I think the first thing we ever watched was Yu-Gi-Oh together, wasn't it? Like you taped the Yu-Gi-Oh on Fox.
I taped quite a few things back in that time,
But I remember we were watching Yu-Gi-Oh together, and then we like branched out when we both started buying DVDs.
I don't know what we started watching, but I know like the first thing we sort of bonded and became friends over, I think, was Inuyasha.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this is around the time like Inuyasha was like starting, or at least like half of season through, and it's just like, this is interesting.
I still own the DVD, like the single DVD sets you could buy with like 3 episodes on them. Even though I bought all the other seasons, I still own those.
I had a few of those too. God, Inuyasha was an interesting time in our lives.
I'm trying to think. Isaac and I had to like kind of hide our like true anime fandom from each other at first when we first met each other. Because like
really?
Chuck was our biggest catalyst of how we became friends. And like I tried not to let Chuck know I was like super nerdy.
Kind of weird.
I didn't care if he knew I was nerdy. He wasn't interested in that stuff, so I didn't.
Yeah, that's kind of weird that the guy who's not interested in anime kind of got a lot of the anime guys together.
I mean, like I was friends with Frank and all them beforehand, but like it wasn't until I was really good friends with you, Isaac, that I actually like hung out with Frank more.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, shit. Frank was the reason I owned some of Fooly Cooly. He like sold me them in like our one math class in middle school.
He sold it to you. Why would he sell Fooly Cooly?
Because he didn't have the full series. He had like disc 1 and 2 of when you had to like buy the single like episode things.
Oh Lord.
And he's like, I don't have the 3rd disc, so here's the first 2 at a cheap rate. And for like the $10 I gave him, he threw me in like this other random anime he had bought that was like disc 8.
Oh man.
I think
those
Yeah, I
times.
think I hung out with Frank very early on in fifth grade or whatever, and then
We should probably preface this since those guys aren't here, like exactly who Frank and them are. They're just people we knew during our most school years.
We're still
We're
good.
all-
childhood years.
Yeah, childhood years.
Yeah, into high school. You still keep in touch with like them, don't you? Like
I keep in touch with Frank through Eric, so
okay. Yeah.
But then I think the next thing that truly like Isaac and I like really became knowing we both liked anime was Yu-Gi-Oh! Also.
Yeah.
That's when we started playing the card game again.
I mean that was actually pretty late into high school though. That was almost the end
I
of high
think
school.
like high school is like the time you guys are at least me partially were trying to like seriously get into Yu-Gi-Oh, but like before it was just like this
What?
is fun card
No.
game.
I think you guys got it mixed up. Like everyone got into almost everyone I knew that I still talk to today played Yu-Gi-Oh back in like 4th, 5th, and 6th grade.
No, yeah, no, that's when we started.
I
but,
think
like,
we all played Yu-Gi-Oh at that time, like as the same way, just like collecting the cards, bringing like the anime and all that stuff. But it wasn't until like middle school ish, high school is like no, we need to play in tournaments. We need to do the meta shit.
Well, yeah, that was actually senior year of high school because I saw some other people play and I was like, oh yeah, it's cool again. And that's when the cards on motorcycles came out, 5D,
5Ds.
5 big Ds, and
It stands
I was
for
like, holy
drag.
crap, Yu-Gi-Oh's still alive and people are still playing it. I think it was Mike McLaren and like John Roth, whatever the fuck. No, I was in like a honors physics class or whatever, and they were playing it. I was like, dude, it's still cool. So I picked it back up, and yeah,
I remember.
I don't know if
senior year, man. That was senior year.
I
I don't
remember
know.
chess club before that. People were playing Yu-Gi-Oh instead of chess, and I was like, "Holy
What?
shit!" Yeah, you missed that week. Someone was playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and then 2 other people were playing Pokemon. And I was like, "Jesus, I didn't know that was still like popular around here."
Yeah, I think everyone quit Yu-Gi-Oh, but still play Pokemon on and off,
Yeah, I remember like
and then just
during
started watching like hardcore anime stuffs.
yeah, because like around like middle school, I like dropped off Pokemon for a bit and then like got back into it like during late middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Frank was also my first big like into anime again. Like he gave me his copy of Ghost in the Shell, like to watch. And like that was my first time truly being exposed to like something that was not usually on TV.
The movie or the series?
The movie.
Mhm.
So
I'm
like,
starting the series, by the way. I hope it's good.
it's decent.
Okay.
I enjoyed the first season.
Okay.
I
From what I
own,
hear.
I own the first. I own the whole series except for the newer ones.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
try it out.
But
But
from what I hear,
yeah, Ghost in the Shell. Wow. I saw that way before I saw everything else because my dad, it was me, my sister, and my dad, probably when I was like 7 or something, and he rented it because the cover looked really cool. It was like cyberpunk, like you know that image of her,
Yeah.
Yeah.
mechanical, blah blah blah.
the
But he
binary.
rented it. I think it was. I mean, I assume it was Japanese with
English
Chinese
subtitles. Oh, it's Chinese
subtitles.
Oh,
So I don't
so-
think that he understood it because you definitely have to know the dialogue. But I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and then I saw a naked woman's body in anime form.
Hold on, your sister had to have been like 3 then, right?
Was this your sexual awakening, Isaac?
I have no idea, but I think my sister fell asleep, and my dad was probably like blown away because that probably the first time he saw like animation done so well or something.
He said blown away because he saw a naked woman.
I just remember it being really weird, and I was like, "Why are people dying?" And that's when I got into people have to die.
Oh yeah, you love like Death
Tell
Note.
that to the author of One Piece.
Please kill somebody.
People have died in One Piece.
I know.
Well, when people die, there's meaning in One Piece.
People
but
die, they are
more
killed.
people should die.
It's like the picture of J.K. Rowling's
Jeez.
Harry Potter books that have like note tags where people have died and there's very few, and then you have Game of Thrones next to it with like note tags on almost every page.
Well, a lot of people died in that last book of Harry Potter.
Yeah, but not compared to Game of Thrones, like the books.
I think that's why like people like Attack on Titan so much because they just kill people off and it's awesome.
Like, I'm fine with characters dying. You need to have consequences and stuff, but I just don't like upping the body count doesn't like make shit better or more deep or deeper.
True.
Just like I like death to have meaning. Like just like okay, you're gonna kill like these thousands of like unnamed soldiers, and it's like okay, whatever.
Yeah, but if you're attached to a character and they kind of
but
just suddenly get their head chopped off or eaten, like that's awesome, man.
I mean,
I get, yeah, but again, it has to sort of have like more meaning to it, like what was gained or lost from that death. Like it's just like,
all the other characters learn from it or something.
Or do they? From every single death, do they learn something? It's like, no, John's dead. We've only known him for like an episode and a half.
I mean, okay, it is depressing when the other characters are like depressed over it, and you're just like, come on, man, stop being depressed. I mean, well, okay.
You just hurt your own like thing. No, so on that basis of Attack on Titan, I own it and I've still never seen all of it.
You're crazy.
He just wanted all to be out and then just binge it.
No, I own the first season. I watched the first like 4 episodes and I go, I don't think this is for me.
You'll say that, but once we watch it, you'll be like, I like this.
No, it's probably some of the best animation in recent years, in my opinion. That's really like the big.
Well, that's because you don't watch a lot of anime, though.
It's well animated, but you can't judge everything on animation.
Well, I mean, it's also like a little bit out. It's a mainstream anime where people literally get freaking eaten. That's like a little different.
That's all you need to be a good.
What would you give it out of 10?
Wait, what?
What would you give it out of 10?
I'd have to halt my
for the first 2 seasons. For the first
score.
2 seasons. I can't accurately say the second since I didn't complete it, but I had a fun time with it. I think.
Yeah, it was never that bad.
So you give it like a 6, 7?
I'll give it a 7. Maybe it'll go up if this season is good.
Okay.
Yeah, like at least for the first season, I at least give it an 8. Like people say, like the main criticism that I'm hear about it is like pacing problems and like it feels directionless at times in like the earlier story parts.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah, I think second season had that issue. Yeah.
Well, actually, from what I hear, like I haven't read the manga in a while, but it's just like, even like the creator says, like the anime is paced so much better than the manga.
Okay. I tried to read ahead in the manga, and the drawing was not my favorite. It wasn't really done.
The artist isn't like.
I'm just like, if they put so much
weighted as art.
Yeah, they stuffed money into the show, so I might as well watch the show.
Yeah.
So Ryan, when is the Fairy Tail anime gonna end?
That was just like weird. Like it was announced like I would say almost like just before the manga actually ended, and then we heard like nothing about it until like last week, where I think it's October.
Okay.
I think October's coming out.
Well,
there's a lot of things coming out.
My camera's not working, but I bought the final volume of Fairy Tail.
The manga, it's already out in English?
Yeah. I bought it like a month and a half ago.
It's ended, right?
Yeah.
Wait, we talked about it ending before.
I know.
We even told you the ending.
I thought the anime ended too.
I thought you read the ending.
I did.
Then why are you asking if it ended?
Well, I thought the anime ended before the manga, so.
You're talking about the anime.
No, it went on like hiatus.
Yeah, it does. Unlike most other shonens, it doesn't do the just keep going forever in like adding filler. It did do that a bit, but then it just started like, let's just start and stop repeatedly on it.
That's annoying.
I enjoy that better than like add filler that's not needed.
Yeah, it's better for like animation and story quality, but there's always a fear that if it isn't constantly going, interest is going to wane and it will not get picked up again.
I mean, but like look at it this way, it could have the Bleach effect where like let's throw filler in and then fans don't like the filler. and
Yeah.
it loses popularity that way.
There
That's
was
horrible.
some decent filler in Bleach.
I'm talking near the end of Bleach, the anime. Though I heard there's talks of it coming back, like doing the final arc in animation.
There's always talks of that, but I don't know. I don't think people like the final arc enough for it to get animated.
Dude, I just want to see some of those fights.
They just need to
I wanna
redo
see-
the entire final arc.
I want to see Hand versus Baby.
Yes, I want to see the Nerve Baby eat a hand. I need to see that.
Well, okay. Speaking of long
That whole
form
scene.
Shonen Jump stuff,
Huh?
I did not know Yu-Gi-Oh! GX was 378 episodes long. That's ridiculous.
Well, no, that's
Are
only
you
that's,
sure you're
that's
not
the
talking about the original series?
GX.
I don't remember GX being that long. I thought GX was like 200.
Well, I saw the episode count on something yesterday.
we only
and it
we
was-
only
Are you
got
sure it wasn't like totaling like the seasons?
No, it was just
Totaling
GX.
like the different series?
I don't know. I know GX. We only got what, like 100 dubbed originally.
Oh, well, we didn't get the last season dubbed. Ironically, probably the best season.
Really?
Yeah, I got like really kind of dark,
Oh, there you go.
existential in its last season.
It's dark.
Well, I probably only watched 2% of the entire thing, but
Ironically, I know it's gonna get a lot of hate. I think it's one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh series.
Huh,
I don't know.
okay.
I don't know. Like, I know a lot of people think it's overdone and stuff, but the school setting just will never be bad for me. I think it adds a lot of opportunities for stuff. I mean,
Okay.
it does get weird and shit, but I at least remember the last few seasons where it sort of almost became like a deconstruction of itself was actually kind of cool.
Okay, cool.
Because like the final season dealt with like depression and shit and like not knowing what to do with your life like after you graduate and shit, which is like that's kind of relatable stuff.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know it was that deep. I mean, if you saw it that way,
As deep as a children's anime about card games can be.
yeah. Who is it? Mother's Basement said, like, why don't anime about card games just
Be real.
Be real.
Yeah, like be like how card games actually are in real life. Well, it's because like the children watching it aren't going to find that super interesting. The adults might, but not really the kids.
Well, then we should make adult-based, card-based anime.
Hearthstone, the TV show.
No, I would not watch that.
Well, I mean, it's like the only like wildly accepted card game at the moment.
The Elder Scrolls one's not that bad.
Oh, I didn't realize
Jesse
that was a
playing it,
thing.
and it looks pretty fun.
It's kind of complicated. Like, I mean, it's easy to get into, but it gets like it's like got a steep learning curve out of nowhere.
Yeah. I'm playing the Slay the Spire.
I heard about that. Is that any good?
It's so addictive. You don't play anyone, but for some reason, yeah, it's really fun. Must play.
I just know a lot of card games are starting to do like mobile and stuff just to get like.
Yeah,
Magic.
they're probably gonna switch to mobile at some point to go out to mass market, but right now a niche few like I know Jesse's Ascension 15, which is like the highest Ascension, and I can't even get past Ascension 6, which is already really hard. It's like Darkest Dungeon but cards.
Okay.
But,
This is the part where I have nothing to say.
well, okay, let's go. Let's rewind here. So we talked about anime. What about gaming? Like back in the day, like way back.
Pokemon.
My first.
Pokemon.
Actually, surprisingly, I think I borrowed someone's Game Boy Color before I ever owned my own.
No, you stole that shit.
No, I borrowed theirs. I gave it back the next day. They didn't put batteries in it though, so like the batteries died just at home.
The bastards! How dare he not include batteries?
That sucks, man. I'm sorry. You probably.
I was playing his yellow version. I got to Misty, and the batteries died. And
Wait. Somebody let you play their Pokemon save file.
No, they told me to start a new one, but don't save it.
Oh man, that's the riskiest ass thing
Hold on.
ever.
Don't save. So like I'm at Misty, and like the game dies because.
Wait, you got to Misty without saving?
Yeah.
You went that long?
Yeah.
Damn.
I was a nice person. I was a young child at the
Well,
time.
I'm
That was
surprised
nice.
you played till Misty in like one shot.
Oh, it was one go. It was one full go. I caught a
Damn.
Caterpie.
How old were you? Like 7?
Shit, this was. Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, it was elementary school, so it was probably like 4th grade.
For a
7,
7-year-old to get to
like 9.
Misty in a couple hours, you must have been a genius.
Oh no, I had.
Well,
Wait, was the PS2 out at that time?
I don't think so.
7? No, definitely not.
Okay, all right. So yeah, I played that. I then got a Game Boy Color like 2 years after that for my birthday, but I didn't get any Pokemon.
No Pokemon.
Dude.
I was
How could
given.
you have a
I was
Game
given
Boy
like,
and not
Super
have
Mario.
Pokemon?
I was given Super Mario, and
Oh.
like that was it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I got in Game Boy Advance at 9, and my mom got me Mega Man Battle Network, and
Oh man, Mega Man Battle
well, that
Network.
was probably 10 or 11. Like Battle Network, Pokemon Ruby.
Yeah.
But my very first game was Super Mario Adventures, the one with the that you could throw vegetables and shit. Yeah.
Oh, the compilation of like some of the other older games.
No. It's the one where I think
Well,
it
yeah, I
was
know
pretty
you're
much the
talking
very first
about.
game out on the Game Boy Advance.
I think the game you're talking about is the English Super Mario Brothers 2, which was like a reskinned version of another Japanese game.
Oh,
But
really?
I think you specifically played like a compilation of them because they like re-released a bunch of the Mario games in like different cartridges on the Game Boy Advance. I can't remember what they were called though. Super Mario Collections, like 1 and 2 or something. I don't know.
It wasn't a collection, but yeah. And we had one Game Boy Advance, and me and my sister fought over it. So
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I then bought Pokemon. I went to EB Games. This is how old it's been. And I bought Blue version.
Oh my god.
And I played that literally till it broke. Like, it physically died.
The battery life on those things is not great. You're lucky if you can find one with a working battery nowadays.
Endless Electronics, he'll change the battery.
Well, I mean, not refurbished.
Wow, I didn't know there were that kind of issues.
And then I got, well, actually, I think I was given from like my grandma or something before I bought Blue myself. I was given Silver.
Yeah, Frank gave me his Silver.
God, that was like a magical time, like just waiting for the second Pokemon to come out and like just seeing all this stuff from Japan about it, and then it finally came out.
I never played the originals. I only saw my cousin play it. So
I don't know. I call myself a Gen 1er just because like I played it the most, but like if I think about it, Gen 2 was the one I actually started with. So like it's the one deep down that I enjoy probably more just because it gets that nostalgia of like that was the first Pokemon I ever played.
Gen 2 and 3, man. That's where it's at.
God, I'm constantly conflicted over like what like generation Pokemon I prefer.
Gen 2 down the deep darkness of my heart.
You see, like, I don't want to admit it's Gen 2 just because the contrarian, like, hipster in me just doesn't want to, like, go with what everyone else is
come
going
on, man.
But it's, like, it's one of the easiest for me to play. Well, the remakes, anyway.
You also enjoy Gen 3.
Yeah, I do like, well, partially that is, like, the underdog thing. Like, not a lot of people like Gen 3.
What?
It's a similar... Well, it's one of the... A lot of people don't like it, mostly because it's, like, the phase where a lot of, like, people started growing out of Pokemon before they...
No! That's when Pokemon, like, blew up, I thought.
No, Isaac, that if you actually go talk to people of our age, that was, like, the generation they stopped playing
you'll see a lot of people
or Pokemon.
skip Gen 3.
But that's when, like, they kicked it up a notch in terms of graphics, and the game world was huge.
Programmed and balanced better.
Yeah. But the game world was huge. You could play that thing for, like, weeks.
Well, I think a lot of reasons why, like, as a game, people don't like Gen 3 is, like, they don't like how the region is designed. Like, there's there's the too much...
Whoops.
You're talking about Pokemon. Gen 1 was obviously the best. You're under arrest. Anyway.
Team Rocket.
like I was saying, like the region, there's the too much water meme about Hoenn because people don't like traversing water in Pokemon games because they're weak cowards and water's the best. And but
okay.
another thing is that going from Gen 2 to 3, a lot of things and mechanics were actually dropped. Like it didn't have a day-night cycle, and
Oh,
this is one problem with like Gen 2 is that it kind of set the bar really high with content because it had the returning to Kanto thing, so it had two regions in it.
yeah, I guess.
And so like that set people's expectations high, so when like Gen 3 came out and you didn't go back to Johto Kanto, it like felt lesser in a lot of people's eyes.
Wow. Yeah, they really did with Gen 2.
Yeah, they just added so much stuff and like just Gen 3 didn't quite live up to that in that
Well,
way.
apparently the newest ones are insane, and I'll probably never play them. But
Are you
yeah,
talking about the Let's Go or are you talking about the actual like main game?
the main games like what's the newest one? The Hawaiian
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Sun and Moon, Ultra
Sun
Sun,
and
and Ultra
Moon, Ultra Sun, and what's the remake like right before that? Platinum.
Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Oh, I thought they already had Diamond and Pearl.
No, there were people who wanted it and who were massively disappointed when they get it, but I don't know. Remaking DS games still feels a bit too soon.
Okay. Well, apparently people are saying it's probably the best Pokemon games that ever came out or something. I don't know.
Wait, the Sun and Moon games?
One of those, yeah.
I mean, the Sun and Moon games were like pretty good as a whole. They did like, well, I think is the big thing is with that they got like actually newer people working on the game, so they kind of like did a lot of new things and actually like retweaked some systems that people didn't like. Like the whole HM system was retooled and changed into the Ride Pokemon system.
Wow. See, I don't know all this stuff.
It felt like a breath of fresh air for the series. I don't know if I would say it's the series' best, but it is a good. They are good entries.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the second Pokemon game I ever finished Pokédex in.
Well, the main decks, not like the actual whole.
Oh yeah, the main decks.
The region decks, I would say. You haven't like have like all like 800 Pokemon.
No.
In one game.
I don't have time for that.
Ain't got time for that shit.
Actually, then, if Generation Second, no.
Wait.
What about the movies? What about the movies, man?
Well, which movies?
Which movies are your favorite? I'm pretty sure we talked about this already.
1, 2, 3, and 4 are the ones I enjoy.
One's all right. It kind of has localization problems, like them changing the actual message of the movie. 2 is a really fun adventure movie, but 3, I feel like a lot of people overlook 3. 3 actually has like the best writing in it of the original movies. Like it's actually kind of dark and pretty messed up and deep at times.
It was pretty messed up.
Yeah, like one of the main characters of that movie is like a girl whose like parents like got divorced and her dad went missing and shit.
And she thought her dad was the lion.
Entei, yeah. Like Entei became a surrogate dad.
That's kind of messed up, yeah. I didn't think about it that way.
And like the unknown in that movie were like almost like elder god like shit. It's like warping reality.
They're just weak Pokemon in general.
Yeah, I wish they were that awesome in the game, but they aren't.
Yeah. I would say I liked the second movie the best.
Yeah, it's the most fun movie. Like it's between 2 and 3 for me that are like the best, at least for nostalgia wise.
I mean, what?
What? No, I was just gonna say like there are movies later on I do like, but it just there's more magic in those original movies for me.
Yeah.
I haven't even watched some of the newer ones. I've only ever really watched the first 4.
I haven't like seen any after like the Diamond Pearl era movies.
I think at that time they kept pumping out movies so fast.
Yeah, they kept
and
like
a lot of them were super low quality.
Well,
And
and just
it became very formulaic. Like, we have to use one of the new legendaries, and they're doing shit.
well, also remember, like in Japan, they are in movie theaters, and like in the United States, what only the first 4 were in theater.
Yeah, because that's when the whole like media era of Pokemon started to die down a bit. Like, the games are still popular, but it's when like the TV show and the movies weren't as huge. And so like
Yeah.
there wasn't really enough reason to justify like theater releases.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So back onto video games though. I then got a PS2.
Yeah, that was quite the tangent, wasn't it?
I then got a PS2, but ironically, I got a PS2, but the first games I got were PS1 games.
Dude, that sucks.
I
Did your
own.
parents
I got.
not, like, tell the difference?
Yeah, I got Frogger 2, Pro Pinball, and the
It's always a good
Atlantis
time for
Atlantis video game for the movie
What?
Atlantis.
Atlantis, the video game?
I forget that movie exists at times.
And then hold on, and then I got Twisted Metal 4.
Oh, well, Twisted. That's a Twisted Metal. That's iconic, at least.
So like it was like it wasn't until I think I got a football game like Madden or something for the PS2. That was my first actual PS2 game.
Mhm.
And then after that I bought my own consoles. So like I bought my own GameCube, I bought my own 360, PS4. Like every console I own now I've bought.
Wow. Wow, Atlantis, the video game.
Why
Oh,
you just Google it?
yeah.
Like, was that game actually any good, or was it just
It was
like?
hard as balls when you're like a young child.
Wow.
Oh, I just like I couldn't imagine it being good because like licensed games and all that.
Like I didn't own Crash Bandicoot, but I played it at my uncle's once, and that's how I like really got into like knowing I wanted a PlayStation.
Huh. Wow.
And then I went into an Xbox phase for a while,
Yes, you did.
and now I'm back in a PlayStation phase.
Where we played like nothing but Halo.
And yeah, I only played Halo physically
Well, we also only played Halo when we hung out too.
for like what? Physically 5 years we only played Halo.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was so. You do realize I actually got an invite to do a tournament for the U.S. national team.
Wow.
Really?
And then I gave it up to go to class at YSU. And I failed that class, so I feel like I should have done the invite instead.
Well, and look at the bright side now. Now there's like no competitive scene for Halo. So.
Well, that Halo 5 just fucked everybody for that.
I mean, Halo just ran out of juice. There's so many.
When
shooter
Bungie,
games.
I think when Bungie stopped doing it, that was a big like.
I actually hear even when it was Bungie, it started to like.
No,
drop it at the
Halo
end.
3 was huge.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it was huge, but I feel like at the end of like Halo 3, people were saying like, I don't know about this anymore.
True.
No, people moved on to other competitive games like MOBAs and stuff. So
I can't, dude. I know. I just know that League of Legends has changed drastically. That I don't even know what I would be doing if I got into it.
yeah, it's getting old.
So I'll just stick with Overwatch.
Oh yeah, the hamster thing that just came out. That
Wrecking
thing looks
Ball.
hilarious.
I just play as Sombra and hack him, so he can't do anything.
Really? Wow. Okay. Okay.
Sombra's kind of OP. She just makes like Doomfist and him and Orisa basically not be able to do anything if you
Wow.
hack them.
Get hacked. Well, let's see.
I have
Actually,
no comment.
My first games were not the. Yeah, I totally got this mixed up. My first games were pirated copies. No, not pirated copies. Well,
You played literal pirates.
He made a copy of like my cousin made a copy of Mega Man X, Rockman X4 because they renamed it for some reason.
Because
4X.
Rockman makes it sound like he like uses rocks to fight, which he doesn't. Like people aren't going to immediately think of like the music when they hear Rockman. It's just like
Yeah.
a dude who's made of rocks. He doesn't look like he's made of rocks.
So I don't know. My first experience with games was not handhelds. Actually, it was computer versions of these. I played Mega Man. I played the crap out of that game, and apparently, it was one of the best Mega Man games ever made in
Yeah,
terms of.
Mega Man X is very, very well liked. At least like 1 and 4 are really high up
Well,
there.
1, 3, 4, and then after that, it just dropped. It got really bad
Nobody,
after that.
I hear a lot of people don't like 3. They feel like 3 is just mostly filler.
3 is way
Filler
bigger
and
than
padding.
4. 3 is
Wait, what did you say?
3. No, 3 as a game world is way bigger than 4.
Well,
There's
yeah, I
just,
think that's part of the problem, though. It's like they feel
and
like
it's also, I would say, a lot more
much
difficult.
backtracking.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
it's a lot more difficult too.
Difficult doesn't always mean better, man.
Yeah.
But like
So
4 is
played
like the
those
first
two.
one where you could like completely play as Zero, though.
Yeah, that too.
Plus, the
So
4 had those amazing anime cutscenes.
well, everyone says
What am
they're
I
bad,
fighting
but
for? And Lord Mega Man had like a girl voice.
well, okay. Did you play 4 or no? Actually, which ones did you guys play? If
Okay,
any?
first of all, I haven't actually played any like Mega Man X games. I have seen people play them. Wait, hold on. I just about to say, guess who recently got the Mega Man X Legacy Collection for Switch?
You?
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
I have all 8 games on.
Wow.
Hello?
I've played the Mega Man versus Bass
Okay.
or Bass. That's my only Mega
Stop
Man.
fighting the fish.
That's my only Mega Man. Truly Mega Man experience.
Honest, the thing with Mega Man me is like I never really touched the original series or X, but during like elementary and like early middle school, I got hard into the Battle Network series.
Yeah, Battle Network is such a good series or game in
Well,
general.
it's one of the, it's like it's consistently I think one of the better Mega Man series. It has like a few rough spots, maybe mostly Battle Network 4, but it's a solid series and it's like the actually only Mega Man series that actually has an ending to it. Like yeah, it's the only one that like ends its story. Every other Mega Man game just sort of like the bad guy gets stopped for now, but he'll come back later, most likely. Because we want to keep things going.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing, but it's just refreshing to have like a Mega Man that does end.
Yeah. No,
I mean that like legitly ends, not that bullshit where like the next game gets canceled. Mega Man Legends 3.
that would be a series that I would actually go back and revisit because it's such a well-made structure, I think, with the RPG element, collecting the chips, potato chips, and then just the battle part of it is so it's action but strategy, and it works so well.
I wouldn't know how I would classify technically the battle system. It's sort of like because it's kind of turn-based, but you can move and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I love it.
I think if you went back, you might be like surprised though, because like it's not as like great as you'd think it was, especially like the earlier games. I don't know. I just watched a Let's Play recently, and I just like, wow, like you can really see how this was kind of just a game, a collecting game that just had Mega Man slapped on it.
Yeah.
Just like that was like during the craze, like oh, there's stuff like Pokemon cards and like Digimon shit. It's like Capcom decided like we need to do something like this with Mega Man.
But it's a completely different thing. Like the Digimon Game Boy games that came out or whatever, they're just a copy of the Pokemon games. There's no real.
Well, no, I mean like the sort of like I would say almost like sort of toy phase where you want you to like collect stuff and like trade with people. Like it's sort of like that kind of stuff.
Phase.
Yeah, like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. Like I just even remember they actually came out with like physical chips you could actually like use like a special device in like real life.
Oh. Wow.
Like it was very gimmicky is all I'm just saying. Not that that's bad, but it was kind of very like Capcom just trying to cash in.
Well, I mean, they made a good game in my opinion. So
The first game
boss
hasn't
fights
aged.
were actually challenging, and like you either suck really bad at the game or you don't. I don't know.
Yeah,
A lot of my friends sucked.
I suck at them.
it was alright. I mean, I got good enough to beat like the 5 of the games.
Yeah,
I never beat any of the optional bosses, but yeah.
yeah.
Well, the optional
No.
boss, you had to like actually collect like all the chips in the game in order to fight them.
Oh, that's crazy. I don't
Yeah,
think I got that far.
yeah, because like, okay, so like the Battle Network version of Base, he first shows up in Mega Man like well as like part of the story in like Battle Network 2 and gets fleshed out more in Battle Network 3. He is in 1 though as an optional boss though, which is like weird, like sort of weird, almost foreshadowing.
All I know is I'm looking at the cartridge for Mega Man 3, and that is some of the derpiest fucking photos I've looked at in a while. Isaac, look this shit up. Look up the cartridge image from Mega Man 3.
X3 or
Just Mega Man 3 for the Nintendo.
Well, no, this is like blue or white because that's when they started to release 2 different versions.
He's blue on the cover.
Well, yes, he's blue, but does it say blue or white under the name?
It doesn't say anything. This is like the original.
yeah, they look derpy as hell. That's kind of it's like a really poorly done comic book cover.
It looks like a Saturday morning cartoon anime, which is what they were going for. Like,
Well,
Battle Network is literally the Saturday morning cartoon version of Mega Man.
yeah, and I would say the Mega Man Zero beats all the Mega Man X's by far.
I haven't really played them, so I can't say that. I heard they're hard.
Yep, they were really hard.
Ugh.
You don't gotta play all the sheet. You got played it.
Well, I mean, okay, so what are you guys playing currently? Like,
Hollow Knight.
that's it?
Well, I'm still constantly fading into the addiction that is Fate Grand Order.
I know. I started playing that too. I started back up.
How's summer going for you?
Does it matter like what of the things you build?
No.
Okay, because
Build whatever you want.
I built like really good one at one point, and I was like, that's kind of feels like a waste of material.
Yeah, just go with whatever looks best for you, or go with whatever servant you want to play.
I have not pulled any waifus.
Like, for lack of trying, or you just
I haven't ever since I got that ridiculous. Remember when I got the ridiculous like Lancer poles?
Well, you also had the ridiculous like Amakusa Shiro and like Edmond Dantes pulls.
Okay, yeah. Remember those? Ever since then, I can't even pull a 5-star except unless they give me a 5-star.
Are you getting 4 stars?
Nope.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
I'm getting 3 stars, and they're the same 3 stars you can get in the freaking friendship polls.
Well, they're not as rare as in the
Shit.
friendship pulls.
But I'm just saying, like, I'm getting like Darius again.
You're getting what?
Darius.
Oh, Darius. Yeah, Darius, whatever. Yeah. Well, you're always going to get a bunch of those just because of like odds and stuff, but
I mean, I've gotten a couple of the craft essences.
somewhat helpful.
But like, I don't know. I've been playing Pokemon Go a lot more, so.
Well, the second part of summer starting this Monday, so
Okay.
you can get like if you want to try again, like with you try to get Archer Artoria.
I mean, I kind of really wanted Ryder.
Mordred. Okay, so here's the thing. When I was rolling, the first roll I did.
Oh, fuck you.
Hold on. The first roll I did, I got Ryder Mordred. And I also got a second copy of Ozymandias spooked me, the 5-star Rider.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Hold on. Then I did the second one, and I think... Yeah. The very last thing in that pool, I got the 5-star Tamamo Lancer.
God damn it, Ryan. Why are you getting all the luck with the pulls now?
This is kind of a bit of revenge because I kind of wailed pretty hard on the Camelot banner.
Oh god,
so, like,
how much?
500 quartz.
Oh shit, dude. Is that the $99 one?
$80.
Oh, okay.
Oh, dang.
I really wanted Nidochris and Ozymandias.
Did you get it?
Yes, I got him. But the thing is, After this summer, I am not whaling for a long time. Like after these past few banners have been like ridiculous for good shit. So
And
like after
they've come
this,
back to back.
yeah, there was just a lot of good stuff, and it's just like after this, I am not gonna whale again. Like
If I do anything, I buy like the one that's like $8, $11 that gives you like what 30 quarts.
single pulls don't do it for me, man. But it's like I'm not like gonna like do any serious rolling in until Halloween.
My weird thing was I got all those rolls with tickets. They weren't even with quarts.
Yeah. It varies with me whether quarts or tickets are better.
Isaac has no clue what we're doing because like he doesn't play.
Well, okay,
Fate.
wait.
Well, I wasn't saying anything.
I don't
during
know
the
about this
Overwatch.
new
Guys,
term.
it's time to be quiet.
What is whaling? Does it
It
mean
means
like
you spend a
splurging?
lot. You
Whaling's
spend a
when
lot
you
of money
spend-
to get what you want in games.
Yes.
So Ryan spent like $80 on in-game currency.
A little more
Yeah.
than that.
Oh shoot!
Well, not
Well,
counting the one you had to buy just to get your free servant too.
Wait, what was that? I had to buy to get a free. Oh yeah, but that's only like 30. That's only like 30. That's enough for one pull. That's not that bad. That's like $20.
Wow.
But yeah,
I don't know. I've been playing Fate Go or Pokemon
Fate.
Go. I've been playing Pokemon Go again.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend gets all the lucky shit, and like I get fucking nothing.
Sorry, bro.
Isaac, you should log into your Pokemon Go account and trade me like your really good Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything probably.
You have a Chansey?
Oh god.
I don't have a Chansey. It's like one of the only Gen 1 Pokemon I could get that I don't.
Don't worry. Don't worry, Chad. I'm sure you'll get your chance to get a Chansey. Then I'm sure you'll be in Bliss when she evolves into a Blissey.
Oh god.
I swear, maybe someone else said that before you.
And it'll make you very happy.
No, please stop.
No.
Uh,
What else
know
have we been
everyone
playing? I mean, Overwatch.
Heroes of the Storm.
I haven't played that ever yet.
I don't know. Jesse plays that, so I play it pretty consistently-ish. But yeah.
I like how I know when Isaac talks and it goes to his camera that I know he's looking at stuff on his computer because like his face gets close to the screen. What else have I played? I've started playing the Naruto Ninja Storm games because I bought that collection.
Again?
Well, the first one. I haven't played the first one in so long.
Ninja Storm.
Wait, is this part of that like compilation that came out of all?
Yeah,
of them?
I bought the collection that came out a long time, like a while ago.
And the first one only covers like the original Naruto stuff, right?
Yeah. Jeez, I was in a bad neighborhood or something.
Rocket again, man. Sorry.
I mean, I platinum Skyrim a while ago.
Wait, you were still trying to platinum Skyrim? I
No,
thought you gave up when you had like tons of bugs.
No, I fixed through that. I just stood in the corner, like guards beat on me till I turned level 86, and then I went and found the legendary dragon and got all the trophies.
Sweet.
Wait, there's a hack for you to get to like level 80?
Oh no!
Wait,
So like the only way
An exploit.
the only
it's
way
more
to
of an
get to level 86 is like to level yourself up with your skills. And the best way to do that is just go into a city, make all the guards pissed at you, stand there with healing spells, heal yourself, and make your light or heavy armor go up while you heal, and that's how you level up quickly.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love it.
I did that for 4 hours.
4 hours.
Wait. Wait.
I walked into Solitude, said "fuck you" to the first guard, hit him with a fire spell, ran into
Wait, you're
a
in
corner.
Solitude, though. Shouldn't you be the only person there?
Oh, ha 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 ha. Ran into a
Why don't you play
corner
Solitude.
and just kept doing a like healing spell and when my health would get really low.
Mhm.
So my like heavy armor would go up from getting beat on, and my healing would go up because I'm healing myself.
Okay.
And
Wow.
I did that for like 4 hours, maybe more. I don't know.
I thought this was something you could like make happen, and you just move away from the game while it's playing itself.
No, I had to physically.
So you
God,
did this
alright,
for 4
actually,
effing
yeah, I have
hours.
to control
Yeah.
it.
I watched a lot of YouTube and read a lot of manga while I stood there and healed myself.
That is hilarious.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay.
What else? Probably gonna get back into Danganronpa
Huh.
Really? This time?
finally.
Mhm.
Probably
Oh, damn, no.
probably 3. That might be after the convention though.
Oh yeah, that's the 26th, right?
Where's my phone? I set my phone somewhere.
I still gotta ask my supervisor for that, like Friday off.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And oh, there's my phone.
You guys started talking about Matsuri-Con?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the 24th, 25th, and 26th.
So wait, is the 25th that Friday? Because that's the day I really need that
24th
stuff.
is the Friday.
24
Okay,
should be my
24th,
last
I
day
need
at
that
work. So
You're still gonna be in Columbus, right?
yeah, the plan is I will still be there for now. Yes, that's the plan.
So like we do Matsuri Con, hug and kiss goodbye, and then you go to Boston.
Yep.
Smack on the ass.
Yeah, we'll smack you on the
Yeah.
ass till you get out there and be somebody in Boston.
Mhm.
Have you been practicing your Boston accent?
Nope.
Okay, well you're gonna stand out like a sore thumb.
Well,
Yeah.
when you stick out like a sore thumb anyway, if we look at him.
Huh.
He is getting older and he's starting to actually look Asian.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
You
like
went through that weird phase, dude. If you look at pictures of you when you're a baby, you look adorable and you knew you were Asian. And then when you hit middle school and high school, you looked a lot like your dad, and you looked a lot like pretty
I'm
a lot
white.
whiter.
my family's saying I'm starting to look more like my dad now. I used
Yeah,
to
but
look more like my mom.
you're looking like your dad feature wise, but you're starting to look more Asian. That's not racist. I'm not trying to sound racist.
I
Sure,
don't give a crap. It's cool with me. Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, I haven't really been watching anime. I've been reading manga, but that's about it.
manga. Yes.
Huh.
Isaac, anything new you're doing?
Let's see. Yeah, Hollow Knight and HOTS right now. I'm going through all my Steam games. There's too many of them. What else? What am I reading manga wise? I'm still keeping up with Freezing, surprisingly.
I stopped
I
after
thought
They
that was
come out
okay.
with one chapter like every 3 months, and Berserk comes out with one chapter every 6 months or whatever, and then.
But aren't the Berserk
Well,
chapters like
it's still better than
100
Hunter x Hunter
pages?
schedule.
Yeah, I'm not. I gave up on that. I'm just gonna wait till he dies and probably start reading.
Jeez.
I mean,
Dark, man.
supposedly he's gonna die before the series ends because he's way too sick now, right? So
I
I
don't know.
didn't think he was sick. I thought they just went on a hiatus again.
Well, they go on a hiatus because he has health problems,
yeah,
like constant health problems.
Maybe he should stop smoking.
I mean probably constant diarrhea, but
I don't know. I think some with his back, maybe. I don't know.
I'm trying to get through a lot of the shorter animes
Yeah,
on my list.
like
Mhm.
what?
Oh, what's all this stuff? I actually have a giant list, and I put like a number next to it to. What's this? Okay, let me go through some of the higher numbers, like
Indicate his priorities.
Rainbow, Nisha, Robu, Kobu. I don't even remember. I went through my anime list. I sorted by the best ratings, and I went from 1 to 200 and picked out the ones I thought were interesting.
See, that's where you've gone wrong.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
All right.
You can't judge like what other people like, man.
Name a couple. Name a couple besides that
Okay,
one.
yeah. So Standalone
Ones you can
Complex,
pronounce.
Okay, I agree. That's pretty good.
Gundam: The Origin.
Is that the original one? Or is that the?
I don't know what it is,
No,
but
no, it's not the original series. It is literally like I think an origin prequel story. I think.
Something
I
like that.
have the manga for that then.
It has really high ratings.
Mhm.
See, a bunch of these are like Japanese titles. Star Blazers, $21.99. I think it's a remix of something.
Mhm.
And there's a bunch of movies. Like, for some reason, people gave Girls and Panzer the movie a really high rating, despite the show being shit. I watched recently finished the Levi OVAs. It was kind of slow.
Oh,
Captain Levi.
you called him like Levi's. Like I always call him Levy because Levi sounds like jeans, so it's weird for me.
Apparently, there's a Black Butler movie OVA that's really good.
Yeah, the Titanic movie.
There's I need to finish One Punch Man and Mob Psycho.
Oh,
Yes,
definitely
you-
Mob Psycho.
Oh, I love Mob Psycho.
I
I
finished
think
Grimgar.
I think the second season's coming out like early next year.
What's Haibane Renmei? It's like a thing about angels or something. The entire Natsume series, where the guy and the ghost, Natsume in the Book of Ghosts.
Oh, okay.
What the heck is that?
I don't know. Apparently, it's like really highly rated on my list, like the entire series.
Remember when we watched Sword Art Online with Isaac, and then it went to L time, and he like
oh my
lost
God.
his shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to finish like the rest of the Sword Art Online stuff, but it's
Don't.
No.
Not worth
Yeah.
it.
No, thank you.
okay.
Just watch Excel World.
They're
Well,
better like
people
novel series
said
out
shit
there.
about Excel World too, so I
Well,
don't
those
know,
are the
man.
people that like
At least
Sword Art
Excel
Online.
World is kind of like it's an okay sort of action series, so it's fine.
It's got a better premise, in my opinion. Excel World does.
Okay,
I
fine.
don't know about better premise. I just think it does better with its premise than Sword Art Online does.
Wow.
And the main character is not like a douche.
Huh.
No, he's fat instead, so that's just as bad.
And there's an entire movie series called Garden of Sinners.
Yes.
Apparently
The
those are
Karno
good.
Kyokai series.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that's also made by the same people who made Fate Stay Night and all that.
Oh, Isaac.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. Well, I've watched actually those first 5 movies. I don't think you will like them because the first few movies don't explain anything and they just sort of drop you in like the middle of stuff. It's also told with its plot out of order.
Well, that's Isaac's. That's like right up Isaac's alley.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
I like that stuff.
He likes being so confused that he ends up enjoying it. Unlike Fate, where it was kind of confusing until they explained it, and he was like, "No, I don't like it anymore."
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, what's the one I watched? Fate Zero?
Yes.
Yeah. Just what's the recent one? I watched Zodiac Wars and it felt the same, but Fate Zero was a lot better because
Oh my God. You just said Fate Zero was better.
No. I did say I liked one part of Fate Zero, which is
The opening.
no.
When it ended.
The two main characters were really interesting.
Wait,
But-
which main characters?
He's probably talking about Kritsugu and Kirie.
Oh,
Yes.
Or Kotomine, whatever you're called.
Because I mean, I
And
could argue
the fight that they had with each other was badass. The rest of the
Mhm.
series was like meh.
How dare you?
But you had Gilgamesh.
That is Iskander and Waver.
Yeah, but what are they called? The avatars or gods or whatever? What are they called?
The what? The servants? They're called
Servants.
They're heroic spirits summoned as
Heroic spirits.
servants.
The
Why don't I
servants
question-
are just like, oh, I know I'm more overpowered than you are, so sorry, bro. But the character dudes, like they were kind of even in that fight, and it was pretty awesome. I don't know.
I don't know. It was
Like
pretty
that
dark
it wasn't
though, that
balanced properly.
I would say that series could have been a lot better if they selected, like, if the power levels weren't so different, and
That's
they
like
put
supposed to be
like,
the whole
a
I
little-
think more characters were on an even playing field than you think.
That's supposed to be the whole point, though, Isaac.
what?
Is that
Some,
Like- you summon someone stronger than you to fight for you.
no,
when the guy you summons is like 3 times weaker than your opponent's guy that he summons, there's no
Well,
point.
that's a class thing.
well, not just the
Uh,
class and just like a lore thing. Like, of course, Gilgamesh is gonna fucking be like insane.
Well, it
Yeah.
had the same issues with Zodiac Wars, where some people's powers were just like the powers that they have are just innately so much better than everyone else's. Like they
It's
can
nice.
go 1v3 when the other guys have to like strategically go 1v1 or like team up with someone else.
Well, that's kind of also part of the point is that your opponents are stronger with you, so you have to either try to like outwit them or like team up with other people.
Well, there's some other times where it's just like there's no point. You just die in 2 seconds. I don't know, man. I mean, it wasn't a bad series, okay? It was just I expected so much more, I guess. And I hope like one of the other
I think part of the problem was we hyped it a little too much.
yeah. I mean, the
Partially.
graphics were good. Let me say that. Maybe that's why people liked it. I don't know.
It wasn't the deep characters or the or like
I didn't think the
plot.
characters were deep besides the main two characters. Where
No,
they
there was
it wasn't that deep. It was just like opposing values plus their fight was insane, and then
opposing values aren't deep,
it's deep.
or like the whole nature of like good versus evil,
Ah,
and like what really is evil.
Yeah, I mean, you had a child eater.
Child eater, Caster, Gilderes, or
And you had like Johnny on Bosch being like the weirdest character comedy
psychopath.
serious.
I mean, there's also parts for these battle royale type stuff. There are times where they kill off. Okay, I like people getting killed off because that makes the series more interesting, and that's why I like battle
Except when you do
royale
it too much
series.
and it loses all
Like
meaning.
battle royale, the original OG manga is insane.
Dude, that is crazy manga.
That's that's one of the
I've never actually experienced battle royale, despite so many things I like have like are based off it or have similar structure.
Ryan, I don't think you can handle it. So
I can handle a lot of things, man.
well, that's just my way of making you try and start.
I can handle death.
Didn't the original battle royale like not only have death, but didn't it have like rape and stuff in it too?
It had rape. It had like death and rape at the same time.
It had
I've
necrophilia. I remember that. Yep.
I've read doujinshi that have done that.
Oh.
There's like
I've read fan fiction that's done that too.
Oh god.
There's a lot of rapey like fan works out there, and it makes me concerned.
A lot of chocolate starfishes.
I'm sorry, world. It wasn't one of us, at least. I hope.
Not yet. We haven't written our own fan fictions.
But yeah, Battle Royale is a train wreck. Not train wreck.
But it's a train wreck, but it's one you have to look at because it's so good at times.
There are parts where it just drags, but when shit goes down, like you're like anybody can die, even the main character.
I read that through my chemistry class in college. Like when I was in chemistry, like in class, I was sitting there on my phone reading it.
I would say that was my first exposure to like something close to hentai. So
wait, what?
My cousin.
Wait, it's hentai?
Hold on, I'm confused. Like Ghost of the Shell had nudity.
Like,
well, I was too young to remember. Is there
actual like sex in it?
Yes, multiple times.
Is it shown on screen?
No, it's not.
No, it's a manga. It's not hentai.
It's a manga.
It's very graphic, man.
It's bordering on doujin.
Yeah, my cousin showed it to me. Then he's like, "Okay, I can't have you read this." So he took it away from me, and I like made a fit, dude. I like broke shit.
Oh my god! I was exposed.
Like when Ryan lost that game of Scrabble.
Oh
no, he gave me like this hardcore adult shit to read, and I read it for a couple hours, and he's like, "Whoa, what have I done?" And then
he likes it too much.
Created a monster.
He likes it too much.
I know, man. Why would you do that to a child? You don't just hand a child like, people killing people and stuff that would break his mind, and then you take it away.
Like more concerning that as a child you like that stuff.
Really? Look at what animes he enjoys watching. I bet you Elfen Lied he like loves.
No, I don't love that show, but it was like
it's too depressing to like.
It was depressing. I would say I put it in the corner with Evangelion.
No.
No.
Do not
Wait,
say
Elfen
such
Lied or
blasphemy in front of
They're
me.
both
Battle Royale?
super depressing.
Wait, which
and
one? Battle Royale or Elfen Lied?
Elfen Lied and Evangelion go in the same box for me.
No. Evangelion is a
Screw you.
great story. Elfen Lied is something that I regret buying ever.
It's
And
a
I've
guy
watched
trying to make like the
things.
edgiest, like grotesque series he can with like no substance to it.
There is
watched
no.
some of
Yeah,
I just want to have these weird girls mutilate people.
I mean, like
That's
I own,
basically it.
like Ryan. What I own, Girls Bravo. Let's start thinking of. I own Ikki Tozen. So like, I own
I
some
got
of like.
you to buy Kitozen.
Yeah, Ikitozen doesn't have decapitations and stuff.
No,
right?
but you have literally people wearing like tissue paper clothing.
That blows up.
So like, you have to question exactly what it is you're watching. And when I watched Elfen Lied, you watch what, 3 episodes, Ryan?
I can't remember how many it was. Like that whole time was a blur.
Well, okay, I watched it because a group of my friends watched it, and I was like, "Why am I watching this? This is."
That was
I
the question
mean-
we were asking ourselves.
Yeah.
I know. It's one of those shows. It's like Saw. Like, why are you watching Saw? I mean,
Well, the first 2 Saws are actually okay.
I like blood and gore. There's something wrong with
That's the
that,
reason
but
you love
I don't know
Berserk.
why
Fine
I
with
like
blood
it.
and gore. I just don't like pointless blood and gore.
The reason you love Berserk, isn't it, Isaac?
Well, Berserk is more. Yeah, a lot of times I would say 50% of the Berserk is just pointless blood and gore. But at this
Yeah, but
point,
it has like themes to it and like maturity and like
and
like, it
people
actually gives
die.
yes, but it
I'd
has
say
it has stuff to complement the death.
when
was
the
my-
freaking little witch girl went into the party, it became like kind of like One Piece or just like a trope
Wait,
type
what?
thing, and people stopped dying, and I was very disappointed.
Oh
know,
man, that'll
have-
probably be my favorite part.
I haven't read any of Berserk. I tried reading it, and then I couldn't find a good app or anything that had the full chapters on there.
I
Oh.
tried to read the first chapter, but then I saw it was like 200 pages. It's like, no thanks.
It is worth your like the all the remakes, the animes and whatever the movies do not compare to the anime.
Didn't we
Or
buy
do
you?
not compare to the manga.
Didn't
at
we
all.
start buying you the movies?
I got him like the first 2 movies for like Christmases or birthdays.
I need to buy the 3rd movie, I think.
The although the recent TV shows are not a lot of people like, and like 90% of that is the CG.
I don't
Yeah.
understand why they feel like they need to do CG for it.
Because it's like easier to do and stuff.
Well, why don't they just pull a? Why don't they
Well,
just pull like a manga thing and like only release 1 episode every like so many months, and make it like an hour-long episode?
What I don't get is they make 3 movies, then they already have a show like the old school 90s one.
Yeah, which I
Then
hear
they
people
make
like. It
another
just has like
show.
a very cliffhanger ending.
Like, how many times can you repeat the same freaking story when the manga is still the masterpiece amongst
Pokemon?
like all 4 remakes? The manga is
Well, 'cause,
so
like,
pretty.
There were like fans of Berserk who probably weren't alive during that original anime, so you gotta like start the series over to get these new people caught up, and then like
They
then
started
you
over twice within the same 5 years.
Mhm.
That's the dumbest. And then they make the video
Oh,
game.
Spider-Man, bro.
Wait, what video game?
There's the Berserk,
There's
the
a
new
video game. It
the new
sucks.
Berserk video game.
Which
actually,
one?
The new one.
The one that's like a Dynasty Warriors game?
Yeah,
That came out like 3 years ago, didn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
But see, like people hate it because it's like a Dynasty Warriors game. But I heard actually like fans of the series actually think of it as a decent game.
No, I've
Okay.
heard people don't like it because it's just a bad Dynasty Warriors game.
Dynasty Wars is usually bad.
No.
Well, they're not like
Fate-
deep or amazing, but it's just like fun.
The Fate one's good. Fate Extralia,
Yeah,
Estelia, it's good. And then Hyrule Warriors was good.
yeah, Wars is good. The One Piece ones are good.
Yeah, the One Piece ones are good. Hey, what is the new One Piece game that's supposed to come out this year?
Treasure World Seekers.
What is that? Is that like a Dynasty Warriors game or is it an actual
No,
game?
it's gonna be like some kind of like almost like open world One Piece game, which sounds
Ooh.
interesting.
Huh. open world.
I don't know. The only game that I've pre-ordered that's coming out soon is Go Eevee.
I got so many things pre-ordered.
And then, Kingdom Hearts 3. I pre-ordered that.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts. Oh God,
That's an hour-long podcast on its own.
I can't believe it. It's like a half a year till Kingdom Hearts 3. It doesn't feel real, man.
And then like a month before it's supposed to come out, they go, "Oh, by the way, we're gonna subjugate it to the summer."
Don't say that. Don't say that, man. Please don't say that.
Well, just remember, I said before E3, I go, I bet you it doesn't come out this year. I bet it comes out next year. And what happens? It comes out next year.
Yeah, but at least it's early next year.
True.
Like, it's not that big of a delay.
Yeah, Look, here's how I have a problem with subbed anime. Because, like, Isaac was naming shows he wants to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And Isaac loves watching subbed anime because that's kind of all he mainly watches.
Okay, wait. My thing on that has changed, okay?
Oh.
If there's a dubbed option and there's way too much dialogue, a lot of times I would watch the sub until, let's say it's a 24 episode series, like typical series. The last 4 episodes, I would just get so tired of having to read that I would switch to dub and just experience the dub for the last 4 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I started watching Persona 5 anime.
Mm-hmm.
I started watching the Persona 5 anime, and I'm not saying it was great or anything, but like I physically stopped watching it because I was like, I don't want to read subtitles.
I read enough manga. Really tiring at times too. Like
I read enough manga that it's like that point where like if I'm gonna watch anime, I want to at least like if I look away from it, I'll understand what's going on because they're talking and I understand the English.
Well, you already played the game, so
I only understand like maybe 20 Japanese words.
You're watching anime to unwind, and you have to read.
Yeah, exactly.
Focus on read, and then sometimes you have to go back.
And like when you have to read subtitles, it also kills humor because the whole joke's being laid out to you before it happens.
Yeah,
it kills humor.
Like,
I don't mind that too much. But.
Like I was watching Karen a long time ago at night, and like I was watching the sub version of it, and I was like, I can't watch anime at like midnight trying to go to bed and have to read it because then first off I have to leave my glasses on or I'm basically blind. But if I take my glasses off and I know the anime, then I can just listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Is that a good stopping point? We like rambled and went on weird tangents.
No, we don't want to talk anymore. We're done. I guess.
Well, I need to write this resignation letter.
All right. Who you guys want to like discuss or talk about real quickly? Like what topic we want to do next time? And if you're not, if one of you can't be on it, we can get Marky or somebody else to be on too.
Marky ain't gonna help.
Problem. If it's like at the same. If it's at the same time, I have no problem like being here till next week or.
Yeah, my thing, I can do it probably earlier in the mornings on Saturdays, but like I don't know what days of the week I actually will get off until like Friday.
Yeah.
For the next week.
Mm-hmm.
So well, I mean, a couple of weeks from now, we're going to be at the convention.
Yeah, hopefully. So we can do like a one everybody together kind of thing, like we just sit in a room.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, but we need to pick a theme. So by then, some kind of theme.
I don't know. You want to just pick?
We could just do like genres of anime that.
Okay. Well, the thing I've been thinking about recently, and it has to do with the thing that happened with Disney recently, is sort of how like, and this also applies to anime too, is like how they're dealing with like troublesome material or like actions by people.
Oh, with firing what's his name from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, and that has something also to do with how like something that's happened with the My Hero Academia author recently.
Excuse me?
Something has to do with the Endeavor and like how he's been going in the story and how people are reacting to that.
Oh,
in the manga
for beating his wife and beating his children.
For essentially a domestic abuser getting a redemption arc, essentially.
What that happens? Whatever. Fuck that.
Well, people are very sensitive nowadays to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, they're bitches.
Well, okay, I wouldn't. Okay, Eddie, hold on there. I wouldn't say that because like these are real problems and stuff.
I know they're real problems, but like, so you're saying like I could understand like if you gave Hitler a redemption arc, that's like drawing a line. You got to draw a line.
People
somewhere.
have done that already, so
Well, and it's like you said,
like
if people like condemning people who do bad things, like when they do bad things, sure. But if they're trying to like change, or like, you should at least give them the option to like try to make up for what they're doing.
Yeah,
If they actually show like a concern for doing it.
exactly.
Yeah.
okay. I had things to say about that show, but we'll save it for next time.
All right, so or we'll discuss it off air what we're gonna do, like text and stuff, and
Okay, cool.
so I don't know who
Do
wants.
you have a sign off, man? Come on.
No, I don't. You have a sign off?
Yippity dappity doo.
This is a horrible cheese.
This has all been a disappointing salad for everyone.
Yes.
All right, see you guys next time.
See you.